Hi guys, welcome once again to Nasaha with Naomi. I'm so glad that you are able to join me for another episode. So I'm trying to keep up with the consistency just as promised in the earlier videos. Hii mambo ya kupotea bila notice, tunataka kuacha hiyo tabia mbaya. We want to keep up with the consistency, and I'm so happy that you could join me today so that we walk this journey together. So the channel is about mental wellness, mental health, emotional wellness, psychological wellness, self-empowerment, and all matters wellness. So karibu sana. If you are a new member in this, our community, kindly consider to subscribe if you're joining us for the first time. And if you have been a member from the start, thank you so much for your commitment and your loyalty to the channel, and my prayer to you is that God will bless you. Remember to keep sharing the videos. Remember, tunataka subscriptions zifike 500, eventually to a K, and we continue growing so that we can impact even more lives. So karibu sana. For the past 2 weeks, we've been talking about narcissistic behavior, and in the previous 2 videos, kindly consider to check them out. We've been talking about narcissistic characteristics are found in men, because we said out of all the narcissists, the largest percentage, that is 75%, is made up of males, men. Then the rest of the percentage is ladies. And we've been looking at the character traits of a narcissist in men. And so today we are going to look at women. What are the character traits of narcissistic women? Because I know previously, especially when ladies sit down to talk and in the ladies groups and all that, you find that we only talk about men having these traits, what we don't like and all that. But women can also be narcissists, and that is what we are going to learn today. So if you're a man and you are watching this, make sure you share so that other men can also see what they need to look out for, especially those who are not married, those who are not yet in a committed relationship, so that they can be able to make wise decisions, even if it means working out for the sake of your well-being. Now, what are these traits in females or in ladies? Number 1, these ladies never admit fault. They never admit fault. And in my previous videos, we called it gaslighting. In a way that we said gaslighting is when you found someone in the wrong, you are trying to confront them, to talk about the wrong that they did, but they are changing the story. They are changing the narrative to make it look as if you are the one that you're in the wrong, in a way that you end up doubting yourself, doubting your sanity, doubting whether what you saw or whether what you had was right. But in real sense, they're just manipulating you. They are on the wrong, but they will never admit that. So these ladies, they never admit fault. They never agree that they are on the wrong. Number 2, these ladies, they are self-centered. Ladies, msinipige mawe tukikutana na nyinyi, but these ladies are self-centered. They like everything. Because when we started, if you check out my first video, when I started on this series of narcissism, you'll find that we said these are people who like all the attention to themselves. So these ladies are no exception. They want all attention to them. So they are self-centered. Everything they do in a relationship is about me, I and myself. I want this, I feel this. They don't take time to think about, they're not empathetic. So they don't take time to think about what their partner is feeling, who the other person in their group is feeling. They just think of themselves. So they are self-centered. Number 3, these ladies are petty. They are petty. Things that you expect a person to forget, things that you say something that you expect not to be a big issue, they will create a mountain out of it. So they are very petty, and they are unable to see the bigger picture. Maybe you are disagreeing with them because you are thinking of the bigger picture. You are telling them to stop a certain behavior, or you are disagreeing with their choice. Maybe you want to build a house, or maybe you want to buy land, you want to buy a car. So you are disagreeing with them because with something small, because you're looking at the bigger picture, because you're like, although this car looks beautiful and all this blah blah blah, then you're like, in future itatusumbua because of this. Maybe it will develop problems very soon, maybe because you've done your research. So you are trying to reason with them, but now they will create a mountain out of this. They will be very petty. They will refuse to talk to you. They will even start talking to other ladies and complaining about you, and yet it is something very small that you could have solved, just the two of you. So they are very petty, and they are unable to look at the bigger picture. Number 4, these ladies, they have an obsession with social status. An obsession. They want to be, as I've said, they want to be the center of attention. They want to be the ones who are heard. They want to be the ones who are the most beautiful. They want everyone to follow them. They want whatever they say to be heard. So they are obsessed with the social status. In fact, let something happen, and let's say maybe you started dating at the same time as another couple, then the others get engaged, then they get married, you are just there. They will like up to your neck. They will be up to your neck like, what are we doing, and all that. So they are obsessed with social status, what other people think of them, what other people say about them, and they do things to please other people so that they can be the center of attention. So they are obsessed with social status. Number 5, they are addicted to social media. Sasa sijui hapa tuko wangapi, because some of us, without our phones, we feel sick. Tunasikianga we are lame on one side, but as I said in the earlier videos, you don't judge a person, or you don't make a decision based on one character trait. You check, do what I'm seeing, does it pass half of this that I'm being told about? So kama mtu ako na moja ama mbili anapenda social media, usianze kuleta issues na complications unless it has become too much. Juu mtu anaweza kuwa addicted to social media. Now that is another thing, but just loving the social media and all that. But now these ones, out of the many characteristics, now the narcissists, they love social media. They like posting selfies. They like posting where they are. Remember, when you are talking about men, we said men hide, but now the ladies, they want to be all over social media. They want to get many likes. They want to get many followers. If they don't get the likes, they can even become sick. They start raising issues. Iyo pettiness sasa inakuja because they are not getting whatever they want from the posts that they are putting in social media. So these people are addicted to social media. Another character trait that they have is that they are overly vain. Overly vain. Now, this simply means that they are very sensitive to criticism. In a relationship, or in any, whether working, whether you are dating, whether a romantic relationship, in a marriage, most of the times, because our partners want the best out of us, they will criticize our behavior or the way we do things in one way or another, simply because they want to bring out the best out of us. They remember, in a relationship you should be building each other up. But now you find these ladies, when you try to criticize, when you try to comment on something about them, they become overly sensitive. So they will be very sensitive on matters appearance, how they appear to other people, their dressing. You comment something like about weight, you tell them they have gained weight, they will become oversensitive about it. You comment about their hair, about their shoes, they are very sensitive. You comment about how they talk, they are very sensitive. And yet sometimes this criticism is just positive. It is because someone wants us to change so that we can bring out the best in us. Sometimes about the weight, they'll just comment. Maybe it is not even shaming you. Don't mistake this with body shaming. It is not body shaming, but someone just comments, unajua, like maybe after giving birth, na umeongeza weight nini. It is normal for ladies to add weight after giving birth. But now you find someone becomes very, very sensitive about it and will not let it go. They will hold it against you. So they are overly vain. And then, as I've said, they are number 7, they are sensitive and reactive. So they will lash out, just like their male counterparts. They will lash out unnecessarily. They will become moody. When you bring up a topic or you want to discuss serious matters and you're disagreeing with them, they become moody. They will lash out at you. They become emotional. They change. Someone was happy, suddenly they just change. Maybe you had planned to go somewhere, then they start saying, I don't want to go, and that kind of thing. So they will become emotional. They will shut down, refuse to talk to you. And then you're left there and then you're wondering, what is happening? Raising this issue, disagreeing with you, is it a problem? Let me tell you, if you need to walk on eggshells, meaning you need to be very, very careful around a person, then that person might not be the right one for you. So these people are very sensitive and they're very reactive, very reactive. The next one, number 8, they play the victim. These people play the victim. Now, you do something wrong, something small. They will try to take advantage of that to get what they want. Remember, they are very, very manipulative. So they will manipulate you because they want to satisfy their narcissistic needs. So they will play the victim. They will use your weakness against you to get what they want. And they will keep on reminding you of things that you did in the past, and you think you talked about that and you sorted that issue out. But once something comes up and they disagree with it, they will use that, whatever happened in the past, they will use that against you. So they will play the victim, these ladies. The next one, thing should be number 9. They are bullies. They are bullies. They are mean. They are ladies, yes, but they will bully you in a way that, in a funny way, in a different way, not like coming to fight or to attack you, but they will use gossip to tarnish your name. These are ladies, even in groups, they have friends or they're associating with other ladies, but they don't agree. The other ladies, maybe it is a friend, they seem to be like a threat to them. So what will they do? They will use gossip to tarnish this, their friend's name or their partner's name. Ama tuseme sasa imefika mahali unaona, this has become toxic. Now I want to leave. I want to go. So you talk to them, in a good way, in a kind way. You tell them this relationship is not working, nini. Instead of them accepting or even hurting, you can hurt, but as you hurt, you don't really necessarily need to hurt the other partner who has left you. But these ones, they will go gossiping, using your name, saying the way you are a bad person. They will spread rumors that are not right. Rumors, bad rumors to tarnish your name. They will gaslight, as you have said. They will call you names. So they are also abusive, because name calling is verbal abuse. So they will name call you. They will give you a cold shoulder. Let's say you're still in a relationship. They will show they want nothing to do with you, but yet you can't leave them, because if you leave them, it is another issue. So they are bullies and they are very, very mean, even if they are ladies. The next one is that these ladies have instability. Instability at work. You find that they will move from one job to another because they cannot cope with discomfort. They cannot cope with disappointments. People are not doing what they want. So they will move from one place to another. They will have instability in life. You find these are the kind of people, they even move from one house to another, from one town to another, from one city to another without any good reason. So they are very unstable. You find that they are very unstable in relationships. Their relationships don't work most of the times. And all the relationships they will never be on the wrong. It is the other person, their partner, who will be on the wrong. So they never accept mistakes. So these are some of the character traits of narcissistic ladies. They are very manipulative. They are very controlling and all that. And they will use what they can get. In fact, these ladies, don't give them your secrets. Once you meet them, be very careful when you start dating. Don't say everything about yourself. Because if you say everything about yourself, once you leave them, they are going to use this against you. Or once they want to take advantage of you so that you do something that you are uncomfortable with, they will use what they know about you against you. So be very careful with such ladies. If you're a guy, even ladies, share this video. Let the others learn and know and enlighten themselves. And if you're a guy and you have been in a relationship with a narcissistic person, just give us your views in the comment section. If there is something that you feel I should have mentioned and have not, also do the same in the comment section. Remember to like the video. Remember to share. In my next video, I'm going to do a part 2 of this. In the next video, I'm going to talk about how to deal with narcissistic ladies. Remember, we looked at how to deal with the guys. Now we are going to look at how to deal with the ladies. And thank you so much for joining me today. Until next time, I'm Naomi Nasimiu. Bye-bye and God bless you.